Hi, I'm Monica.
I'm Candace.
We are Glass Over Teakettle.
Yeah, and today we're going to talk about some questions we get from people when they ask us about stained glass.
Yeah, we get these a lot.
Yeah.
FAQs.
Yeah.
Don't say that as a word. FAQ.
Yeah, doesn't work the same.
Frequently asked questions. Let's go. Okay. What is one of the most common questions we get?
The most common question we get is, do you make the glass?
No.
Do you paint on it? How do you stain it? Do you blow the glass?
Yeah, there are some talented glass blowers out there that make beautiful things. There are people that have kilns and they fuse glass. But we buy big sheets of glass someone else has already made with beautiful patterns and colors. And we get them in various rectangles, usually, big ones. And we cut it down. But then what do we do with it?
So as stained glass artists, we don't make the glass. The short answer is no. We break glass that glass manufacturers have made, and we just break it into shapes to fit our pattern, right? So this pattern's a heart. Let's say I need a big piece of red for here. I'm going to take a sheet of red glass and break it into this shape.
Yeah. So we break glass all day. That's what we do. But it is a good question. And there are some artists out there that do a combination where they do some stained glass work and they also paint on a lot of detail that you can't get with stained glass. They might paint on facial features or I don't know, petals on flowers or things. We don't do that. But it's a beautiful art form. We just happen not to do it. So yeah, we buy the glass intact and we smash it.
Yep.
It's fun.
All right. So what is another question we get a lot?
I think one of the most common ones is, how long does it take you to make a stained glass piece?
Definitely.
It takes a while. It takes a long time. There's several steps.
Forever.
It's been 84 years.
It's not a fast art. It's involved. But you should mention what method we're doing.
So in this video, we're talking about the copper foil method. There's also leaded glass, which you stretch the lead in between each piece. We do both, but we're currently talking about the copper foil method. It's probably the most common method you'll see on like Instagram and anywhere else.
Yeah. We pretty much do copper foil. Candace will take the patience and the time involved to do the leaded work. I don't. It requires so much patience. You have to be so meticulous. And it's when you put lead between each piece of glass instead of wrapping each piece of glass with foil. So you definitely know how to do that, and she loves it. I have not delved into that yet. But in terms of how long it takes to do a stained glass piece, there's like 6 basic steps.
Yeah.
Let me show an example. I just finished this bouquet of flowers recently. We're about to ship it off to the customer. There are over 160 pieces in that bouquet. But let's just talk about one flower. There are 6 pieces of glass in this one flower. And as a ballpark, it takes about 20 minutes or so per piece, right? So if you see a flower, with 6 pieces, it's about 2 hours from start to finish.
Yeah.
What are the steps we're talking about here?
All right, so the basic steps, not including all the cleaning that you do, because you pretty much clean every step.
Yeah.
We have cutting, grinding, foiling, soldering, patinaing, and polishing.
Yeah.
So, and that's, again, without all the cleaning, packaging, shipping, photograph, taking.
And we're also not counting the sketching. The sketching can be we make all of our own patterns. We're totally original artists. So we draw each sketch first, which can take a while, especially if it's a custom order. We have to go back and forth with the client to make sure the sketch matches their vision. And it takes longer when it's a custom order because of glass selection. We go back and forth with the client to make sure we're using the glass they want.
Yep.
So in reality, this bouquet, our client was super chill, and she's like, I trust your artistic vision. I'm like, yes, because that saves a lot of time going back and forth with our clients that need something more particular. But yeah, I would say about 20 minutes per piece. If you're looking at a stained glass window, you can do your math. But that's a common question.
Yeah. All right, so on the top 3 questions that we get as stained glass artists, the third, the final, I think is, what's your favorite thing to make?
Oh yeah, we get that a lot. Yeah, and you know what's really cool about our studio, our deal, is that there's 2 of us, and we're both so different.
Very.
So the answer on your favorite thing to make might change. Mine changes all the time. But I definitely have some sort of theme, and so do you. But when people ask us, it's almost night and day how opposite our styles, even our methods, our approach. But anyway, what's your favorite thing to make, Candace?
Ugh, so I love to make anything spooky. Like if it's Halloween related or horror movie related, anatomical, that's all mine. I love making that stuff. And I love geometric art. I love stuff that requires precisions and clean line. Precisions.
Pluralize it.
And clean lines.
Yeah, you like using a ruler.
Yeah. Basically, if it's scary or squarey, that was
Oh my
me.
God. Squarey. Oh my God. Yeah. No, seriously. If it's perfectly measured and really symmetrical, that's Candace. I'm a little more free flowy, experimental, don't necessarily need a pattern.
She doesn't follow the rules sometimes.
Yeah.
In a good way, though.
Constantly breaking the rules.
Outside the box.
Yeah, I love experimenting and trying new things and improvising, and they turn out really fun. So I do a lot of sculptural work. Abstract is one of my favorite things to make. But my favorite theme would definitely be ocean stuff, right? I grew up here on Cape Cod, and so I always tend to like make jellyfish with free-flowing tentacles and tentacles on jellyfish? I think so. Anyway,
yes.
Octopus legs.
Sounds right.
Mermaid with like flowing hair. If it's flowy and it doesn't quite look so rigid, and I don't know, there's a big difference. But what's really cool is that when a customer requests something from us, one of us can definitely take the lead. Like we kind of know.
Yeah.
Like we got a request for a honeycomb window with a bee in the middle. And honeycomb are those, is it hexagons? Mm-hmm. They have to be exact. If you have a crooked hexagon in your honeycomb, your eye will stare at it. So I'm like, Candace made that window. But we also have had 3 or 4 requests now for our signature rooster window.
Yep.
And it's a perfect combination of the 2 of us, because the rooster window has patchwork squares behind it, a lot of them that have to be measured and perfect. But the rooster has this glorious abstract tail with feathers everywhere. So I do the rooster, Candace does the geometric squares, and that's actually a perfect example of, we can put a picture of it so they know what we're talking about. Magic. She does all the tech stuff behind the scenes after the fact on the videos, so I'm very grateful to that. Well, those are the top 3 questions we get. I'll let you get going on the tech stuff. What are the YouTube things they should be doing?
So if you're new here, make sure you like and subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you get notified anytime we post. And if you're not new here, welcome back, and thank you for being here, whether you're new or not.
Yeah. Ask questions. These questions came from you guys. Keep posting them. We love sharing our knowledge, our information. I was going to say our expertise, but I don't know if you call it that. But we love what we do.
Yes.
My name is Monica.
I'm Candace.
We're Glass Over Teakettle, and look for our videos every Wednesday. Bye.
See ya.
Wave. That's good.